I heard recently of another minister of a megachurch that has fallen. He's fallen into sin, and his church is being torn apart. And he just didn't have one campus, he had several. And it happens again. We've heard it happen so many times before. And the sad part about it is that even though he's confessed to sin, even though he's asked God to forgive him, and he may still minister, but he's never going to have that ministry like he had. He's never going to have that audience like he once had. And but another one has fallen. And I keep thinking, why is that? And I want to talk to you about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. See, it's not like somebody made him fall. I mean, it's his own choice. And that's just it. We cannot put our faith in man because man will always fail. One way or the other, man will always fail. And these men that run these churches or ministers of these churches, especially these big mega churches, they're looked at as by the congregation. They're very much looked up to, and sometimes it's bad because they're looked up to so much that they begin to think of themselves different than just being the guy next door, the guy that's sitting next to you in the pew worshiping. And things happen though. I don't know. It happens to everybody. Everybody goes through times of struggle and times of trial. But what happens with a minister is that if they're not seeking God every day, if they're not staying in the Word, if they're not letting the Spirit lead them, then they fall away. Galatians 5:16 says, "But I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not carry out the desire of your flesh. For the flesh sets its desire against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. For these are in opposition to one another, so that you may not do the things that you please." And what he means by please is of the flesh, of doing the things that you want to do that's of a worldly manner. So he doesn't have the Spirit leading him. He's fallen away. And what does the Bible tell us about that? Well, in Ephesians 4:30, it says, "And do not grieve the Holy Spirit of God, by whom you were sealed for the day of redemption." And it said, do not grieve. Well, when you do that, you quench the Spirit. And when he did, he quenched the Spirit by grieving him. And the Spirit backed off. It didn't lead him anymore. And this can happen to anybody. So God is telling us to let the Spirit lead us in our lives. And especially those that minister to people. We have to be led by God. Because we don't want people looking to us. They need to look to Jesus. They need to look to the Master. Hope that blesses everyone. Look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.